Hello. Today I'm going to do two recordings, and they're both based on a version of the metta bhavana, but from a particular perspective. So the second video will be the actual practice. This is an introduction to it. So sometimes I've noticed that people can find the metta bhavana quite hard work. It seems like, in contrast to the mindfulness of breathing, where we feel we have just time for ourselves and it feels quite relaxed. When we do the metta bhavana, it might feel that we've got to go out to all these different people and give them love. Of course, that isn't how it is at all, as I often say, but actually it can feel a bit like that. So what we're going to be doing is a gratitude bhavana, and that does feel a lot easier, and it's not so different to the metta bhavana. So it's very down to earth, really, because there's so much to be grateful for. And we don't have to give that a lot of thought to realise that. You know, even gratitude for our human body, for the fact that we're alive, the fact that we can enjoy colour and tastes and smells. Yeah, the fact that we interact with this beautiful world and that we have these, very pleasant experiences. And of course with other people, with our relationships. So there's so much to be grateful for that actually bringing to mind what we're grateful for can be really helpful. So I will lead the practice when we come to it. So the gratitude bhavana I'm going to be doing in 5 stages, just like the metta bhavana. And I think what it can help to do is help us relax into an experience of ourselves that maybe we don't usually have. So when we do the metta or the mindfulness, often we're very critical, aren't we, of ourselves, or whether we're doing it right, whether the meditation is any use really. But when we come to do the gratitude bhavana, we're really reflecting on the fortunate rebirth that we've been given, the fortunate birth that we're living here and now. So just reflect for a moment now on our experience right now, right this very second, not sometime else, not in the future, not associated with hopes and fears, but right now. So right now, you've chosen to have this introduction to the gratitude bhavana, and perhaps there's some interest there, perhaps a bit of curiosity about what it's going to be, what those stages are going to be. Hopefully you're not hungry or cold. Hopefully you're fairly well. That doesn't mean you're necessarily in perfect health, but you're healthy enough anyway to be watching this video. So, if we can really bring our attention to that, if we can take that in, if we can realise that actually, wow, I'm alive and I'm not starving, I'm not freezing to death, here I am, actually things are just as perfect as they could be. And that can apply even if we're a bit anxious, maybe we've just got an anxious personality, or perhaps we're depressed. But what we don't have to do right now is to settle on any kind of thoughts that are taking us away from being here now, from just being embodied and interested. And if we're really in touch with that, that can be really satisfying. It can be a pleasurable experience. So we need to learn how to bring our attention to those pleasurable experiences that in a way are quite subtle because they're not too obvious, and they're only going to be there if we notice them. So we're going to take our awareness to some quite ordinary, what we think of as ordinary, but that are really quite extraordinary. Of all the billions of insects that are in this world, the trillions, the zillions, they far more outnumber the human birth. But here we are, We're not going to be stamped on like an ant. You know, we have a very fortunate life. Now, I say that, and just to give it a context, I do realise that all over the world that isn't the case, that people are suffering tremendously at the moment. But hopefully you're not in that position. And the more grateful we are, the more compassionate we will be. The more then we can look outward and actually hold the suffering, be with the suffering that's out there, because we are grateful. So that's just a little bit to think about, and I'm going to end this video and start another one that's the practice. Bye for now.